Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're in Zone 8. We're going to be completing the Tower of Astral Eclipse, which can be found over in the psychologically unsafe section. Once you enter the observatory, all you have to do is to join all of these stars together, and you will then be able to access the portal room. This tower is definitely one of the coolest I've played in a while. And now you have a net for the first 3 green floors, which will send you back to the beginning. Now as you can see, these trusses have white and black outlines. The black outlines mean they will slowly fade, giving you some time. The white outlines will disappear immediately, like that, meaning you have to bounce off the truss. Here, climb the truss and then jump off, holding W. And then I like to bounce off this truss, find that consistent, so just hold space there. Now onto floor 2, this is an insta-kill, this section, so try not to fall. It is pretty simple though. Once you spawn this box in, push it over this platform, and then jump to the vine. Here, bounce off the truss to hit that button, and that will give you some button progress. And now onto floor 3, the last of the green floors. Now, there's multiple lodges like that in the tower. I recommend going diagonal and just holding W and D, going through the lodge. On this truss, just hold space and W, or forwards. And I jump off 5 times before landing on her. Now we have a simple short outside here. This is a pretty big jump, so line yourself up. Now this first jump you need to time quite well, so jump pretty early. And you're safe on these neon green platforms. Almost at the end of the floor now. Here, bounce off the truss, holding jump. And now this way has appeared, leading us to the ultimate choice of the tower. You get to choose whether to go through the blue floors, which are more difficult, or the yellow floors. Now I prefer the blue because all of it's netted and there are no insta-kills like there are on the yellow. If you do choose this way, however, I do recommend practicing because the gameplay is pretty difficult. Here you want to wrap around the cylinder and then jump immediately off so you can make the wraparound. And now this is probably the hardest jump of floor 5. If you have T-pose, it's really easy. But otherwise, definitely practice that. Bounce off that truss, and then climb up here and quickly flick off. Onto floor 6, this is probably the hardest of the blue floors. Use the X's to bounce you to where you need to go. Again, diagonal in this lodge. Now these wraparounds are pretty big, so definitely line them up like that. And now for the final part of floor 6, it's pretty easy. You just want to wrap around and go through there. And then you have one final lodge. And onto a speedrun floor. Although it is pretty lenient. Now this is the worst part of floor 7 for me. I liked to wrap around that wall. I found that easier than going in between them, which is what the intended route is. And then here you want to boost yourself so you can jump to the other side like this. You want to jump at the top. Once you hit this button, go through the teleporter, and we have made it to the red floors. This is a bit of a break, as floor 8 is netted. Here I recommend just staying still on the truss and let the conveyor push you. And then flick off the end. Here you have 2 buttons to get. Which will unlock the path forward. This is a big jump, so line it up carefully. And then here, I also prefer bouncing off the truss. Now for this lodge, make sure you come off on this platform here, otherwise you will go into some very high damage kill bricks. And now we have made it to floor 9. Like floor 2, this is insta-kill. Another jump here where you fling yourself forwards, like in floor 7. These floors are pretty hard to sight read, so I do recommend having practice. For this lodge, I look to the corner, and I hold W and D, and just let go carefully to move myself down. And now this conveyor, I hold backwards, and then come off there. I hold S. And onto floor 10. Keep in mind, this is not netted. Any fail, and this will be the end of your run. So, take every jump really carefully. Welcome to the final stretch, one of the coolest final stretches in any tower that I've played, although it is very difficult to sight read. Here, keep facing the truss when you hit that button, and you'll get bounced back. Jump straight off that truss, wrap around to that button, and a platform will appear underneath.
It's now or never, and I've got to make my decision.
For this jump pretty much as soon as you're into the X, and then do not move once you get there, so that you get teleported to the right place. Now on this truss, climb down and flick from the bottom.
I'm given the balance, but I'm standing on razor's edge now. What quick all my life is. Oh,
make sure on this lodge to come off early, so you land on this platform here.
I'm out of his field of vision. Don't ask, I'm ready. Just strike him down now. I just saw the news.
Now hit this button and then land on this platform. Once you hit this, you'll have a 2-second timer to jump across the head. Now welcome to the red section, the final part, until you reach the net. This part is really scary. You've got to jump into the spinner, and then off onto that truss. And then final jump until the safety net. On my last run, this is what happened. However, once you do make that jump, congratulations. Make sure to hold W or forwards on that X pusher, otherwise you will not make it far enough. To finish this tower off, we have an amazing win room, where you get to traverse floating obstacles in this space.